as you can see, I am currently not really in the proper clothing that I would normally wear for a video, but there is a reason for this. For today's video, I'm going to be talking about why resting and taking days off from either your full-time job or even just if you're self-employed is really important and will really help you in the long run and actually give off more productivity than if you're just gonna work 7 days straight every single week. So I'm going to be talking a lot about that today. It's a little bit different than what I normally do on my channel, but I think it's definitely relevant because this can actually increase your productivity, and that's what this channel is all about, so I thought it'd be a very relevant thing to share with you all today. If you're new here and you like these type of videos, definitely subscribe. It would really help my channel. If you like this video, also consider liking it as well. And I don't want this intro to be too long, so let's just get on with the video. First reason a rest day is super important is to make sure you're healthy and not sick. If you're working 7 days a week and you're really not getting the sleep that you need, eventually it's going to catch up with you and you are probably going to get very sick, and you're either going to have to suffer through that during the workday, or if it's very apparent you're sick, your boss will probably send you home, so you're going to be missing out on the money anyway. So by taking at least a day or two to rest every single week, then you have way less likely of a chance of getting sick, and it'll just be way better for you. So taking a rest day will definitely help your health. You feel a lot better every day. And then another thing is that you will feel more energized at work. So nobody really wants to be at work and like depressed and sleep deprived and all this stuff. So you're gonna most likely have a way better day at work if you're energized and you're taking the rest days you need. Really be happy and energized with what you're doing. So by taking that rest day, that's really gonna help you in the long run have a wonderful day at work. And kind of going along with being energized, you will also be way more productive throughout the day. If you are just going constantly 7 days a week, every week, eventually there's going to be that day that you really don't feel like doing anything because it's just like an everyday thing. You're constantly working and working and working, so eventually you're not going to feel productive one day. But if you take those rest days, most likely you will feel more productive because the day you get back, you'll be like, all right, I'm ready to go, I'm ready to start. So that'll be super helpful and make you more productive during work. And another thing that rest days really help is you are going to be so much more happy if you take your rest days. Who is actually in a happy mood when they haven't gotten the rest they need? I've always been super grumpy if I haven't gotten a lot of sleep or I've worked several days in a row and haven't had time to rest. So definitely by giving yourself those rest days, it's going to help you be way more happy during work and after work, and just all around make you feel better. Another thing that a rest day is really going to help with is yourself mentally. You're going to be mentally exhausted as well as physically exhausted if you are going to work every single day and not taking your rest, not giving yourself the rest that your body needs. By giving yourself that rest, you are going to feel way better mentally. It's just a fact. Everyone needs rest. If you're working 24/7 every single day, eventually you are going to burn out. So you will feel way better mentally and physically by getting that rest that you need. So I guess this one kind of depends on the workplace you're at, because there are a lot of workplaces where people just say, I really don't feel stressed. But there are also a lot of workplaces where people say, I'm stressed all the time. So I guess it really depends on you. But by having this time to rest, you also have this time to de-stress, which will make you feel better when going to work. You're gonna have that time that's just for you, where you can really de-stress and just like do whatever you want rather than being at work consistently doing things. It's great to be consistent at work and consistent with your job, but there's gonna be eventually a time that you are gonna need days off. So by doing this, you definitely have time to de-stress, maybe get your nails done, hair done, like do something that'll just make you feel really relaxed to take on your next shift when it comes. I want to talk about this for longer because I feel like this is something that a lot of people go through. So a lot of times when people go like a certain amount of days with working consistently, they'll want to quit, they won't want to be there anymore. I see this all the time. They'll burn themselves out completely, so then they just like won't want to go back, might quit, or they just may lose complete motivation to go back to work. But what I find for a lot of people also is if they take 1 or 2 days off, they'll actually want to go back to work because they'll have the rest and they're like, oh, I got nothing to do now, so I want to go back to work. So giving yourself this time to really like say, okay, I'm gonna take a break for 1 or 2 days and I'll see how I feel. Normally people want to go back to work after about a day or two of break. So this will really help you. You should especially be utilizing your vacation time because especially after a vacation, you're gonna be like, oh wow, I actually really miss work. So that's something else that's just a benefit of taking a break, because I see all the time where people are like, oh, I don't want to go back to work because that's all I do every single day. But by taking that break, I'm sure that you'll want to get back to work as long as it's a great work environment for you. So another thing that is just a fact is that you'll be way less likely to quit if you're taking your breaks. So that goes along with the last thing I talked about. If you're constantly working and working and working, eventually your body, your mind, just everything, like physically and mentally is gonna say, I don't want to go here anymore, and just like associate it with something bad because you're doing it all the time. It's like if you were gonna watch a TV series like 20 times, you'd be like, all right, I've had enough, I want to like go. That's kind of a bad example, but you get what I mean. Like once you've been doing something continuously with no break or anything, then you are gonna just want to not go back, you're gonna want to quit, and it's simply because you haven't given yourself the break. Another example of this would be if you just like keep on running and aren't taking water breaks or anything, eventually you're gonna be like, all right, I should probably stop this and I don't want to do it again, because you're running so much, eventually you're not gonna be able to handle that. That's like how working is that if you keep on going, but never give yourself some sort of break, then you're eventually gonna just say, oh, I want to quit, I want to be done. So a good way to solve this is to take your 2-day break to make sure, and if you don't have that, eventually you're gonna want to quit because you're just so tired and burnt out, you're not gonna want to be there anymore. Another thing that makes taking a break good is that you're really gonna have time to do what you love. I see a lot of people who are constantly working and not taking any sort of like day-long break. I see them constantly being like very depressed because they feel like they have no time to do anything else. So by taking that break, they'll actually be able to do what they love. I remember when I was working consistently and wasn't really taking a proper break. This was actually during the summer when I met my boyfriend. He asked me, what do you like to do for fun? Like, what is your interest? And I was like, I don't really know. I haven't really like had time to do anything. It came to that realization is that you should make time for the things that you love, as well as making time for your work and your financial stability. So it's just a balance. Like they say, you should have a balance between work and life, and that is why a lot of people ask those questions, is that they don't want to be to work like they're anything they do. They want to do a lot of different things. So by taking that break, you'll really find what you love and what you're passionate about, and that may be your job, but there are other things that you should be passionate about. For example, I'm very passionate about working, but I'm also very passionate about YouTube. I don't see it as work or a job. I see it as something fun that I do. By really like separating different hobbies and work and stuff like that, you're gonna be way more happier as an individual. I forgot if I said this, but you're definitely gonna perform better at work when you go back. You're gonna have the rest, you'll be doing something fun. You'll really have proper rest, which will make you perform better because you'll be like, oh, I'm ready to get back to work, start doing my job and doing my job well. So it's just going to make you perform better because your mind is going to be prepared because it's had the break, and you'll physically be prepared if it's like a physical job. So you'll just be really ready to like get stuff done, which will be super great for you and probably make you last very long at the job that you are currently at, as long as they're treating you properly, of course, which is another great benefit to giving yourself rest when you need it. So that's gonna complete the video today. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I enjoyed filming it. I think this was a little different, but I think it's very relevant because by taking rest days, it will make you a lot more productive, which was kind of the goal of this video, to help you guys see that. If you like this video, please subscribe. It would really help my channel and I'd really appreciate it. Also, like the video if you found this information useful. I will leave my social media down below so you can follow that as well, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. Bye!